Good morning. From me to you, from me to me, is here if you need it. Saturday morning, I'm officially 5 days into a water fast. I feel laser focused, super clear. And what's been on my mind is this idea of permission slips. That's all any of this ever is. It's ways to give our own selves permission to be what we want to be who we want to be, to do what we want to do. It's all about granting permission, all of it. You know, there are things that are very simple and very obtainable in the immediate because we think so. So, like, you can grant yourself permission to go down the road to go grab a latte right now. It's granting permission, but simple, it's easy, there's no friction in your brain about it. It's a given. Oh, I want that, I could go do that. But if I said, hey, play guitar. You're like, I don't know how to play guitar. It's like, all right, well, you can't play it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ability to give ourselves permission is so much of what the game is. It's a lot of like astrology. Like, you give something permission to make sense of you. And I say all that to say that if you give it permission, it's right. We're all watching our own movie. What do you give permission to? You give permission to doubt? Do you give permission to worry? Do you give yourself permission to play small? Argue for your limitations and you'll surely keep them. Or do you give yourself permission to live fully? Do you give yourself permission to be as big and bright and bold as you want to be when you walk into a room? Do you give yourself permission to love? Or are we waiting for something outside of us to grant that for us? Life is happening through us, not to us. And a good thing to focus on and start with is the permissions we're giving ourselves. Do we have permission to feel great? Do we give ourselves permission to believe we can do anything? To zoom out, because Lord knows I haven't given myself permission to be there yet. But when you listen to like these enlightened yogis or Taoists or monks, they talk about how all of this is an illusion. You talk to the monk, call it an illusion of God. You talk to the physicist, they'll say it's an illusion of energy. I think it's the same thing. Either way, our brains are constantly creating permissions around us. We live in space-time. This is getting heady, but it's like we live in space and time. That's just the nature of what we've given ourselves. But I was listening to this like 100-something-year-old monk. He's like super big into the Tao and like the middle way and everything, and he was talking about how it's like that creates the illusion of separateness. And as long as you feel separate from what you want, in air quotes, and you don't realize that you are already it, you'll surely be separate from it. But if you commit totally and honestly in yourself that you and whatever great thing you're chasing are literally the same thing, that's how we start granting ourselves permission. You know, if you're able to conjure things up immediately after you give yourself permission, then I'm pretty sure they write spiritual books about you that people form religion. So I'm not saying it's for everybody or easy or something that that I could even wrap my head around, but it is a step closer. The name of the game, in a very practical, easy sense for me, for you, for whoever, is just keep slowly granting yourself permission to be who you want to be. It's all happening through you. So give yourself permission to feel like that person you know is in there. That's been a huge part of this fast for me, is really getting in touch with my body and being like, no, it starts through me. It doesn't land in my lap. It comes from me. And so, from an actionable place, actually, that's what today is about. Go into meditation, take a walk, and ask yourselves what permissions you give. What permissions you give your limitations. What are the things that you've already decided you can't have? Really ask yourself why. And then realize you just decided that too. Find your center. Find some presence. Connect to your breath and say, I think it's okay if I have this. Got anything else? No, I think that's all I got. All right. It's a long weekend. Enjoy it.